Francis there. Number 27, our 5th senior, Frank Francis. He'll be in the starting lineup today, and I believe he'll be behind the plate. Caught a real nice game the other day. So that's Frank Francis. Our next senior will be Michael Hardison. He'll be our 6th of 11. So we're just about halfway right now. I want to remind you, after senior night, we'll take a break, come back with the starting lineups, and then we'll get it on here. LH and Brownsville should be a good one. Here comes number 26, Michael Hardison. He's an outfielder and a senior letterman, 4 years with the program. His parents, Michael and Janice Hardison, and he's escorted by Mandy Cernelli. And Michael will work in the family electronics business upon graduation. Young man played 4 years of football also. So that's Michael Hardison, his parents Michael and Janice Hardison, escorted by Mandy Cernelli. Our next senior will be Jeremy Lucas. Tommy Lamon out at center field area behind second base with Bull Warwick and Ron Popovich. Senior season just about wrapped up. 2 more games coming up. They've got Charleroi and I believe California next week. But yeah. Coming up with Jeremy Lucas. He's an outfielder, and he's escorted by Rose Palia and his parents Greg and Susan Lucas. His future plans at this time upon graduation, he's undecided. So that's Jeremy Lucas, our 7th senior, escorted by Rose Palia, and he will be met by his parents Greg and Susan Lucas. Coming up next will be Michael McGannon, who will be met by his parents Valerie and Richard Ferris and Mike and Tammy Miscannon. Here comes Michael Miscannon, number 4. He's escorted by Katie Scott and Michael and Tammy Miscannon and Valerie and Richard Ferris, his parents. This guy's been a fine second baseman. He wants to study engineering in college and then look also to play a lot more baseball. That's Michael Miscannon, escorted by Katie Scott with Valerie and Richard Ferris, Michael and Tammy Miscannon, his parents. Got 3 more to go. We've so far seen Danny Cindric, Aaron Darr, Billy Dice, J.W. Eddy, Frank Francis, Michael Hardison, Jeremy Lucas, and Michael Miscannon. And our 3 remaining seniors, Paul Shipley, Brian Siemens, and Andy Shinsky. I want to say thanks to Steve Strange for his help in getting everything ready here today. Game set to go at 3 and probably going to go pretty close to on time. Here's outfielder Paul Shipley. Senior letterman number 28. His mom, Ellen Rosenberger, there to greet him, and Ashley Byers will escort him. This young man played football and hopes to attend college as his future plans. Number 28 coming in there, Paul Shipley. His mom, Ellen Rosenberger, there. I tell you, senior night very special. Had the opportunity twice to go through it with my daughter Jennifer, who was a cheerleader, and my son Jeff. And Jerry will partake in that next year with Derek, his son, down at Uniontown with the swimming program. There's number 14, Brian Siemens. He's an outfielder, 4 years with the program. Joe and Patty Siemens here, his parents. And Lauren Cullen will escort him. This young man played a good bit of soccer for LH. And he will attend WVU and study biology there. So that's Brian Siemens, a 4-year performer here. He's number 14, escorted by Lauren Cullen and his parents Joe and Patty Siemens. And as we told you, WVU is his college of choice where he will study biology. That's Brian Siemens. Coming up on our final senior, it's going to be Andy Shinsky. Nice job here by Steve Strange in putting everything together. Andy Shinsky, number 10. He's a third baseman and a pitcher. Robert and Rebecca Shinsky are his parents, and Nicole Gamitter will be his escort. This young man also played track and cross country. Also, I believe he swam, didn't he, Jerry? Jerry, very aware of all the swimmers. I've known Mr. Shinsky for several years. This young man played a lot of Little League and Pony League here that we televised. He will attend WVU, West Virginia University in Morgantown. That's Andy Shinsky, escorted by Nicole Gamitter and his parents, Robert and Rebecca Shinsky. So our seniors here tonight: Danny Sindrick, Aaron Darr, Billy Dice, J.W. Eddy, Frank Francis, Michael Hardison, Jeremy Lucas, Michael Miscannon, Paul Shipley, Brian Siemens, and Andy Shinsky. So ladies and gentlemen, all of our seniors here tonight have been introduced. And big hand for the seniors right now. And I think what they let them do here, Jerry, too, they take one final lap around the bases, if I remember the little tradition that LH has started. And there it is. And we'll keep that on and then break away here and come back with the starting lineup. So congratulations to the seniors. Good job. And congratulations likewise to their parents. I'm John Kazarek with Jerry DuPay, and we'll be back after this senior lap with the starting lineups and the opening pitch coming up shortly. LH and Brownsville right here on your South Union Township Sports Network. Deborah Albortz, look at LH's defense. We'll start at third base, okay? We got Billy Dice over number 22. And then the shortstop will be Mike Miscannon. Brian Siemens will be out at second base, and Danny Sindrick will be at first. Swinging to right field, that's J.W. Eddy. Number 11, Jeremy Lucas in center. And over here in front of me, and in front of Jerry, will be number 26, the left fielder, Michael Hardison. Andy Shinsky is on the hill, and Frank Francis behind the plate. So it's an all-senior starting lineup here today for Laurel Highlands. And Scooter Roebuck has his ball club ready to roll. As we said, 14-1, 10-0, and into the playoffs for the 4th year in a row out of Section 1AA. And they'll lead it off here with number 12, Brandon Williams. Junior center fielder, no home runs and 12 RBIs and a very robust .519 batting average. They're in the black and white, LH in the traditional red, white, and blue. Shinsky has the sign from Frank Francis. Your umpires today, Paul Schofield will be on the bases and Bob Berger behind the plate. Nice crowd on hand for senior night, and glad you're with us. As into the windup now comes Shinsky. We're underway. Downstairs, ball one. 325 to the foul pole in right, 325 to the foul pole in left, 360 straightaway center to the flagpole, and about 345 to the alleys. Strike call. Count evens up 1-1. Third baseman Dice about a step, 2 steps up on the grass. I tell you, this is a hitting ball club, Brownsville. We'll get those averages too, and you'll see what I mean. Call that a strike? I believe so. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I was screened there. The assistant coaches, Mike Smith and Ralph Rice, here with Scooter Roebuck. Oh, just downstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count as we play here in the first inning. On the hill, Shinsky, right-hander, delivers. There's a shot towards right field. Eddy drifts over and puts it away. Nice play, J.W. 1 up, 1 down. Good play by J.W. He ranged towards the foul line and was penciled in originally to be at first base today. But Danny Sindrick having some problems after that ball game the other night with a sore back and an arm problem. Will be at first base. That way doesn't have to make a whole lot of throws. That'll bring up Jimmy Ducar. 1 up, 1 down. Ducar swinging a foul. No home runs, 19 RBIs, and this senior hitting at a very robust .556 on the year. He's the starting shortstop. On deck, we've got Chad Rice with Jason Kramer to follow. Into the windup. Shot back up the middle, knocked down, charging, Miscannon, gloving, throwing, and no! Nice play there by Miscannon. A shot back up the middle. Shinsky, in self-defense, was able to get a glove up and deflect it. Miscannon all in one motion, and a fine throw, but a solid base hit. Nice call over there, very emphatic by Paul Schofield. Basically looked like a tie, and all ties go to the runner. So an infield single, that'll bring up Chad Rice, 362 on the year, no home runs and 9 RBIs. There's one lifted right center field. This one will catch a gap. This one will go all the way up the alley, cut off nicely out there by Eddy, and he saves the run. J.W. getting a lot of action, got to it, relayed it in, and a booming double by Chad Rice. So Brownsville has hit 3 shots. Williams with a line drive to right, Ducar with a shot back up the middle, and Chad Rice up the alley. And that'll bring up Jason Kramer, 2 home runs, 20 RBIs, and a .511 batting average, number 10. Breaking ball in. LH is the only ball club that defeated Brownsville this year. Otherwise, they are a perfect 15-0, as it is 14-1. Oh, good fastball. Count evens up. 1-1. Eddy off the line, way off the line, and the center fielder Lucas is shifted to left. What gap there is in right center. Over top and off speed. So this is a big out right here if Andy can get it. Brownsville Very powerful ball club. A ball club a few years ago led by Patitucci that went to the WPIL finals and the state semis, and he got him looking, froze him on a breaking ball. So Kramer, a big out, 2 down. That'll bring up Matt Rechachar. Here's one of the bigger sticks in the WPIL, hitting .532, and the junior wearing number 20 has 4 home runs and 28 RBIs. Left-handed stick, and he'll shift a bit around on him. He's got home run power. Pitches away, ball 1. So a big strikeout there. Petco on deck, and then we'll come to Zivkovic, Heiberger, Rechachar, and Rechachar on the bottom. Into the windup. Shinsky. There's a wicked shot up the middle. This will get 1. Are they going to wave 2? Charging, scooping is Lucas. He'll hit the cutoff man. Wise play there. And Rechachar delivers with a 2-out single. Picks up 2 ribbies. And Ducar, of course, scored easily. Rice with 2 down, running all out, got in without a play, and that'll bring up Sam Petco, hitting .317 on the year with a homer and 13 RBIs. Runner leads away, a throw over. As we told you a couple times previous, LH is the only ball club that defeated Brownsville, and that was down at Brownsville in an exhibition ball game. The look in, the look over, and the pitch popped up. Is it playable? It appears to be. Cindric over near the dugout puts it away for the 3rd out. The Brownsville breaks through with a couple on 3 base hits. We go to the bottom of the first, 2-0. The Falcons lead it. For 10, Jason Kramer over here at 3rd. That's Jimmy Ducar at short. And on the right side, Jason Rechachar and Chris Zivkovic. Swinging to the outfield side, we've got Joe Rechachar in right and Brandon Williams in straightaway center, and Sam Petco, number 13, will be over here in front of us in left field. Your battery, Chad Rice, number 2. He's 3-0 on the year with a 2.24 ERA, and Matt Rechachar will be behind the plate. 2 of these guys are brothers. The 3rd is a cousin, so I'm not going to venture a guess here. And just to say we got almost a third of the lineup here today with the Rechachars, and that's been a good athletic name down in Brownsville for many, many years. So here we go with Muscanon leading off, hitting about .350 on the year. No home runs, 4 RBIs. Strike called. Brownsville on top, 2-0. Got out of the gate early with a 2-run top of the first, and into the windup. There's one hit towards right center field. Drifting over. Williams, will he get there? He does. A little bit of a basket catch. Nice play by Brandon Williams on a sinking liner towards right center field. 1 up, 1 down on 2 pitches, and that'll bring up Brian Siemens, senior second baseman, sliding in. It's an all-senior lineup here today, and Tommy told me he's going to go all the way with them. They're LH, of course, out of playoff contention, and pitch downstairs. Ball 1. Siemens to be followed by Shinsky as we play here in the first. There's a shot up the middle towards center field and a base hit. So Brian Siemens lines one into center field. That'll bring up Andy Shinsky. Shinsky with a big base hit the other day against Uniontown, a first inning 2-run triple. Shinsky hitting .450 on the year, no home runs and 6 RBIs. Just underway. Brownsville on top, 2-0. The look in by Rice, and the pitch upstairs, ball 1. Outfield at medium depth and pretty much straight away. Infield up at 3rd, up at 1st, of course, with the first baseman holding the runner. They're back normal depth at 2nd and short. The look over. Oh, he's off and gone. There's a push bunt right side. Fielded nicely by Chad Rice. On to Zivkovic, and I think he was bunting for the base hit right there. So he's retired 1-3. And that was not your sacrifice. He was trying to push that one past the mound and up towards first for the base hit. That'll bring up Danny Cindric. 309 on the year with a couple of home runs and 8 big RBIs, and had a fine season pitching-wise. Had 2 big wins that we televised. The look, Breaking ball just upstairs. The look back and the pitch. Strike called. So even it up now at 1-1. Inning got underway. Muscannon on the second pitch, line to center. Siemens with a base hit up the middle, then Shinsky. Bunted one back toward the mound. Ground ball to short. Moving to his left is Dukar. Snap throw. Got him. Nice play by Dukar on to Zivkovic to retire the side. No runs a hit. No errors. One left. Through one. Brownsville 2, LH nothing.
These young people are the key to our future. The law firm of Davis & Davis is proud to support the youth of the communities where we live and work. Davis & Davis is committed to Fayette County's future leaders, the children, who offer all of us a world of promise.
Chris Zivkovic strides in. Big guy with 3 home runs and 19 RBIs. Left-handed stick facing Andy Shinsky as we play here in the second in Brownsville. Jumped out to a quick 2-0 lead. Into the windup, into pitch. Swings and fouls it back. A little behind on that one. I tell you, look at this lineup. Williams, Dukar, Rice, Kramer, Rechachar, Petco, and Zivkovic down to Heiberger. They're all well over 300. Oh, pulled the string and almost pulled a back muscle, did Chris, as he was out in front. 365 on the year with 3 home runs and 19 RBIs. Just missed away. In the first inning, Dukar singled, Rice doubled to the gap, and Rechachar with 2 RBIs when he singled to center. Into the pitch. Oh, he pulled the string again. Strike 3 swinging on an off-speed. 1 down. Gonna ring up Heiberger. They will hit 10 here today. Eric hitting 379 on the year is the extra hitter. 0 for no home runs, rather, and 8 RBIs. Just a junior. Wearing number 5 here. Chop towards third. 1 hop. Comes right to Dice. Guns it across. Nice throw. 2 down. Beautiful play there. I'll tell you, the thing you like there, the easy routine play, the easy play, and you make it spectacularly. What I'm saying is that's the kind of play you got to make every time. We're not worried about going into the hole, backhand, and making the miracle play. You got to make the routine play, and you got to make it every time. Swinging a ground ball, this is another one that's got to be made, and a nice short hop play here. And Siemens guns it on to Danny Cindric to retire the side. So a 1-2-3. Bottom of the second coming up, 2-0 Brownsville. We're underway as we go to the bottom second. Big Frank Francis striding in. Hitting 150 on the year. A couple of home runs, 2 RBIs. Had a double against Uniontown the other day. Senior catcher. Strike 2. Off speed by Chad Rice. Nice defense by LH in that last half inning. Into the windup and the pitch to Francis. Just missed. And the 1-2 went after the breaking ball. Strike 3 swinging. Bring up J.W. Eddy. J.W. hitting about 214 on the year. No home runs, 3 RBIs. Senior right fielder. Good line drive, extra base power. Looks at it. It's downstairs. One of the seniors honored here today. LH is going all the way with all the seniors here on senior night, and give Tommy a lot of credit for that. Swinging a foul. Into the windup and the pitch. Strike called, outside corner. Missed away. Third baseman up close. That's Kramer. Looking to see at the count. It's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 down here in the second. JW facing Chad Rice. There's one hammered to right field. Drifting, and this one will go out of play. So the count will hold at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just a little behind on it was JW. Eddie will be followed by center fielder Jeremy Lucas. And then Billy Dice would be fourth if LH can get something going. Into the windup comes Rice. Breaking ball hangs. So we're full up at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes on this Saturday afternoon. Nice crowd on hand. We did the Uniontown game the other night, a night game here that was a beauty. And he lost him. So JW, a good at bat, works Rice for the walk on the 3-2, and that'll bring up Jeremy Lucas, senior center fielder. I'll tell you, let's take a step back. This is Billy Dice. So it's Dice striding in, and Lucas is on deck. So a little change in the hitting order from what we had. So we'll just switch those around, put Dice up in there, and move Lucas down in the order. Throw over, no. Watch, that's a nice big target over there in Zivkovic. Wish Brownsville the best of luck in the playoffs, can tell you that. Breaking ball gets the corner. So Billy, fine football player for LH. Linebacker, running back. Striding in. Ground ball down towards third. It's a fair ball, backhanded here by Kramer. Guns it and got him. Nice play by Jason Kramer. Had a lot of mustard on it. Dice retired for the second out. And that'll bring up Jeremy Lucas, number 11. Jeremy, the senior, in center field here today. LH had a base run in the first on Seaman's base hit. A walk to Eddie, and he's at second now. Number 23, JW with the lead. Striding in number 11, Jeremy Lucas. The look over and the pitch. Strike called. No balls, 1 strike. The look back towards second and the pitch. Foul tip. And on the high fastball. So out in front now. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 down. Runner leads away. The look back towards second. Ooh, just missed. Trying to pull it in that time was Matt Rechichar. It's a good thing that these guys can do when they can pull it in or freeze a pitch on a close one, trying to give that umpire an extra second to look at it. Breaking ball hangs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Inning got underway. Francis retired. Eddie with a walk, and then a bounce out by Dice, and Lucas now trying to get the run home. Full count, 3-2. Aaron Darr, the batting helmet on. The look back. Lifted in the air. This should be playable by the second baseman. Rechichar drifts back and puts it away. So LH goes without a run. We're through 2 now. 2-0 Brownsville.
Healthcare, located just off Walnut Hill Road on Franklin Avenue here in Uniontown, is a proud sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of tonight's area youth athletics.
To the third. Strike call. No balls, 1 strike. Shinsky and Francis the battery. Dice, Muscannon, Siemens and Cindric, the infield. Hardison, Lucas, and Eddie, left center to right. Count evens at 1-1. Into the net. Off the inside fastball. Got it in on the fist. Paul Schofield on the bases. Bob Berter behind the plate as Joe Retchichar leads off the third here, facing right-hander Andy Shinsky. Breaking ball. Went sidearm. Dropped down. Count even at 2-2. Brownsville picked up 2 in the first on Matt Retchichar's 2-out, 2-run single that got Jimmy Dukar and Chad Rice, who had both gotten aboard on base hits, got them home. LH has had 2 base runners, and 1 in the first, 1 in the second. They have not been able to score. And he rings him up. Retchichar down on strikes. 1 up, 1 down. Brings up Brandon Williams. Brandon hit a rocket to right field. J.W. Eddy made a nice catch on it. Brandon hitting .519 on the year, as we said. No home runs and 12 RBIs. Sidearm. Took a seat as it was up and in. There's a ground ball up towards second. Big hop comes up nicely. Brian Siemens, Danny Cindric. 2 down. Nice play by Brian. I tell you, there was a very fundamental lesson to be learned right there. Brian was down on the ball, had the glove waiting for the skimmer. Ball come off the grass, took a hop. You can always bring the glove up. If you have the glove up, the ball stays down. You will never get the glove down. So he played that beautifully. It's handled 2 chances now. And Jimmy Dukar, who singled sharply his first time. Oh, this one comes off the bat, off the ground, and off of Jimmy. Almost got up into his face there. Dukar hit a line shot up the middle that Shinsky knocked down. Miscannon got to it off the deflection, but just could not quite get it to first in time. Dice back even with the bag. About 10 feet off the line. And we got a hit batsman. So Jimmy Dukar will trot on down to first. Appears to be okay. That'll bring up Chad Rice. Ripping double up the alley, his first at bat. So the average coming in at 362 has gone up probably 10 points or so. No home runs, 9 RBIs. Want to thank Scooter for all of the up to the minute stats. He's off and going. Throw down, and if he hangs on, he did. What a play here. I think that was, let's take a look. Was that Miscannon or Siemens? I think it was Brian. He'll turn towards us, and it was Siemens on a good play down at second base. Took the shot, hung on, and a caught stealing to retire the side. We go to the bottom of the third. 2-0 Brownsville.
Nancy Vernon is a tough prosecutor. She'll be great.
To end that last inning, good throw down by Francis, and a really good job by Brian Siemens to hang on the tag play. Swing and a miss as Michael Hardison strides in. Michael wearing number 26. He's in left field today, up and in. Ball 1, I think we got a pitching. No, I'll tell you, it's still Chad Rice. Scooter told me that Chad would work probably 3. Swing and a miss. Good live fastball. Michael with his parents here today. Michael and Janice Hardison takes that one up and away. Retchichar behind the plate. Mike will work in the family electrical business upon graduation. Popped up, this is playable, I believe. Foul territory, third baseman drifts over, and Jason Kramer puts it away. So Hardison retired on the pop. 1 down. Brings up Number 9, Aaron Darr. He's the EH today. They'll hit 10 in this exhibition game, which I think is a great rule, or a great opportunity to get an extra stick in there. So Aaron Darr in here today.
That means he's going to bat pretty soon.
Strike called. On deck, top of the order with Muscannon. Count even up, 1-1. Scoreboard operational today. Strike 2 called, off speed. Game zipping right along in the bottom of the third. Nice job by Shinsky. Equally nice job by Chad Rice in working quickly and throwing strikes. Oh my, close. Darr with a good eye. Took it. And the pitch. And he got him off speed, breaking ball. 2 up, 2 down. And that will bring up Mike Muscannon, senior leadoff hitter today at short. Fly to center, his first at bat. Solid second baseman all season long. Downstairs. Well, I'm glad we were able to get this one to you. Opportunity to get some air TV time for some of the seniors who were not regulars all season long. This one's lifted to right, should be playable. Joe Rechachar now fighting the wind as that one came right back in towards second base, but he was able to get there to retire the side. A 1-2-3. We're through 3. Brownsville 2, LH nothing. In the gap, his first at bat. Facing Shinsky. Ground ball towards short. Muscannon stays down nicely. Got him. Boy, I tell you, good fundamental defense that time as Muscannon actually dropped to a knee. It ensured that he stayed down on it. Nice play by Mike. I tell you, over there at first base, Cindric looks real smooth. Big, tall, strong-looking target. Bring up Jason Kramer. Down on strikes, his first at bat. I tell you, it's interesting to see which LH team shows up this year. We have seen LH against Uniontown and against Connellsville look just superb. And they've had some other days where they just have not looked, to put it mildly, superb. But that's the fun and interest in high school baseball. There's a shot to center, base hit. Kramer, who was hitting .511 coming in, will hold it just about there as he's 1 for 2 on the day. He singles. I bring up Matt Rechachar, 4 home runs, 28 RBIs, and coming in. That's up a bit, and the RBIs now total 30 as Rechachar got 2 runs home with a single up the middle back in the first. Pitches away. Rechachar, 4 home runs and 30 RBIs. Defense shows Dice, Muscannon, Siemens, and Cindric. There's one lifted towards left center field. Michael Hardison drifting over and back and makes the play. Good job there by Michael as he got it in the glove for the second out of the inning. Good job. That'll bring up Petco. Pop to first, his first at bat. Into the windup. Inside ball 1. Zivkovic on deck. Throw over, not in time. And he got underway. Rice grounded to short. Kramer with a base hit, and then a fly to center, or left rather. Off the batter, Rechachar. Nice play by Hardison. Ball fouled back, even up to count now at 1-1. Petco with a home run and 13 RBIs. I'll tell you, commenting earlier this week, talking with Tommy Lamman about lack of a lot of home run power, but I'll tell you, this ball club has hit a few. right through the middle of the order. Into the windup. Pitch coming to Sam. Strike called, 1-2. You look at this ball club. Kramer's hit a couple. Rechichar's got 4. Petco with 1. 3 by Zivkovic. So they've got some power. The look over. Downstairs.
That's what Lauren said. That's what Lauren said. She said, I think that's fine right there.
Well, he played
Put
center
it in the
field.
book, and I said circle it.
Yeah,
The look over.
Yeah, Lauren said she thought it was
look how he's standing right now.
Dropping down sidearm. Is Shinsky, and he misses.
I saw him play. He didn't make
Downstairs. Stepping out is Petco. Zivkovic on deck with Heiberger to follow.
circling in the book.
With 2 down. Off and going. There's one hit down the line, and this one will get up and out of play. Tell you what, they were off and going with Kramer. That indicates to me maybe that was a 3-2 pitch. Scoreboard shows 2-2, but they had him going on the pitch. Petco digging in. Throw over, and Kramer's back.
I had $10. It's gone already.
Walking lead over at first. Edging, edging. He's going. Ground ball in front of the plate. Foul ball. Paul Schofield and Bob Berter are the men in blue here today. Always good to see Paul, longtime area sports writer with Connellsville Courier, and I believe also with the Trib in Greensburg. Missed up Sayers. I thought it was the 3-2. So that's a walk and puts a couple on for the big guy, Zivkovic. Chris striding in.
She always works.
Man with some power, no doubt about it. 3 home runs and 19 RBIs on the season.
She's off on Fridays.
Runners lead away, and the pitch. Sidearm missed outside, ball 1. Shinsky's been strong. Has 3 strikeouts through 3 1/3. Looking to the big guy here.
She always goes, but if he's on vacation, she goes.
Oh, just missed up and away, 2-0. So looking down at third and getting the signal. I would assume he's ripping right now at 2-0. And the pitch. Downstairs, and he went after it, 2-1. 2 spot thrown out by Brownsville in the first. Has stood up into the fourth, and they lead it 2-0. Well-paced, well-played ball game to this point. Waved at 1 outside, 2-2. Count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 down and 2 runners aboard. And a 2-0 ball game. Zivkovic. After 1 downstairs and straight 3 swinging, so we go now to the bottom of the fourth. Brownsville on top, 2-0. Berwyn S. Detweiler Pontiac has served the greater Uniontown area since 1931 with 3 generations of the Detweiler family, selling and servicing new and previously owned cars to thousands of satisfied customers. Berwyn S. Detweiler Pontiac remains one of the small hometown dealers, and they continue to do business the same way now as they have these past 70 years. The deals keep getting better and better at Berwyn S. Detweiler with recently announced incentives that are very attractive to the prospective buyer. Berwyn S. Detweiler Pontiac has the area's best selection of new Pontiacs, and there is no need to drive out of town when looking for a new or previously owned vehicle. Instead, drive to 520 Morgantown Street here in Uniontown for a great deal. Our friendly and courteous staff of professional salesmen are ready and available to offer you your best deal. We also feature outstanding maintenance and repair services, and body shop repairs are also offered with all work done on premise. So stop by and see Berwin, Scott, or Mark for all of your vehicle needs. Our slogan is, your best bet is a car, used or new, from debt. Towards short. Nice play here by Rice, and across the diamond to get Brian Siemens. Siemens retired 6-3, so we've had a pitching change. Chad Rice has given way to Jimmy Ducar. Chad worked a complete 3, and he allowed just the 1 base hit, no runs. And there's one lifted in the air towards first base and right near the fence as Andy Shinsky pops out to Zivkovic. So 2 down. Boy, 2 in a hurry. Siemens first ball hitting, grounded to short. Shinsky first ball hitting, popped to first. And that'll bring up Danny Cindric, who grounded to short. Checking that defensive set for you. Still got Kramer at third. Looks like they've moved Chad Rice over here to second. Assuming that's Rechichar down at second base, and the big guy Zivkovic is still at first. Jimmy Ducar is on the hill. And the pitch coming. Ground ball down the line. This could be 2. Coming over quickly, though, to cut it off is the left fielder, Petco. Holds it to a single. So Cindric, solid base hit. Inside the bag at third, and that'll bring up big Frank Francis, number 27. Frankie 0 for 1 on the day. On deck should be J.W. Eddy on senior night here. And the pitch, downstairs, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, with the pitch lifted to the line and just beyond Jerry and out of play. So Francis out in front of the fastball, jumps on it, drives it down the line, foul. I tell you, if Ernie Banks were here today, the Hall of Fame Cub shortstop, famous for his exuberant attitude, I'm sure he'd be here saying, let's play 2. It's that kind of day. And ball gets away, and good hustle right there by Zivkovic to hold the runner right there. Frank Francis looking for the base hit. Downstairs. Count, I believe, at 2-1. LH trails Brownsville here 2-0 in the bottom of the 4th in a well-played ball game. Swing and a miss. That'll even it up as he went downstairs and after it. 2 balls, 2 strikes as Jimmy Ducar in his first inning of work would love to get the strikeout here. There's a shot towards center field, drifting over. Williams to make the play to retire the side. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left. Top of the 5th coming up. Brownsville on top, 2-0. Deborah L. Bortz is pleased to announce her candidacy for election to the Laurel Highlands School Board. Deb, her husband George, and their 5 children reside in South Union Township, and Deb is a longtime resident of the Laurel Highlands School District. She is a former local business owner, and she is active in various community affairs. Deb is seeking a seat on the Laurel Highlands Board because she is able to provide this school district with the leadership which it now lacks. We require a leader who will place the education of our children above petty politics and who will strive to make Laurel Highlands a leader. It is all too often the Laurel Highlands Board ignores the opinions and questions of the public and makes its decision by conducting backroom wheeling and dealing. Unlike current board members, Deb will listen to the opinions of the public and will treat the public with dignity and respect, and she will provide the public with answers to its many questions. The school director is your representative on the board, and as your representative, Deborah Bortz will be your eyes, your ears, and your voice. Deb will always be available to you, and she will always strive to do what is right for the students and the citizens of Laurel Highlands School District. Deborah L. Bortz is a strong supporter of Veterans Affairs and Veterans Programs and Veterans Rights, and she asked for your support on May 15th, primary election day. The preceding was paid for by the candidate, and the South Union Township Sports Network offers no endorsements in this election. Fielder Michael Hardison will track it down. Outfield shows Hardison, Lucas, and J.W. Well, a great opportunity for the seniors. Right here to play on senior night, and Tommy said he's going all the way with them, which is a real great tribute to Tom. Downstairs. It's a nice bunch of seniors out here, too. They've acquitted themselves well. There's one lifted in the air towards left, and coming up and making the play is Michael Hardison. Nice job, Michael, as he got to it. Ball sort of hung there a while. Looks like the wind blowing it straight in, and that can be a very tough play to make, and that wind is coming in. It brings up Jason Retchichar, the junior second baseman. First time at bat, bounced to second, and the pitch is down, ball one. 2-0 Brownsville. Scored quickly in the first inning with 2 down. Missed away, 2-0. Joe Retchichar on deck. Pitch away. Scoreboard shows 3-0. Retchichar here in the 5th. And the pitch. And he lost him on 4. So Retchichar aboard with 1 down, and now the top of the order, Williams, Ducar, and Rice. First free pass issued by Andy Shinsky. I'd say that was Jason Retchichar with the walk. That'll bring up Joe Retchichar now. Jason down at first. On the walk. And number 31, Joe Retchichar standing in. Down on strike, his first at bat. Strong throw over. Swipe tag down there by Danny Cindric, the senior. Joey hitting .275 on the year. Good solid average. Downstairs and count now. Even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Look in by Shinsky. And he's coming over. No. Brownsville with 3 base hits in the first inning and picked up a base hit by Kramer in the 4th, so they've got 4 hits on the night. And up and in, he misses. Okay, scoreboard shows 2-0. And I just heard the third base coach say 3-0. So the look in, the look back, and a strike call taken all the way. So that leads me to believe it is 3 balls and 1 strike now. He was taken all the way. Swinging a foul, so it'll be full up at 3-2. And interesting to see if Jason Retchichar will be off and running. Good situation to be going. And Coach Roebuck would know better than I, of course, the type of hitter Retchichar is as far as a contact hitter. He got so much chance to keep it in play. And they weren't going, and he walked him. So that puts 2 men aboard. Retchichar at second, Retchichar at first. And that'll bring up the top of the order, Brandon Williams, working on an 0 for 2. He flied to right, grounded hard to second. Top of this order can do a lot of damage. We're at 1 down in the 5th. Brownsville leading it 2-0. 2 runners lead away. Ground ball towards short. Nice stop, Muscannon. What a play. Guns it on to Brian Siemens. I'll tell you gotta love the way Muscannon has fielded his position this year. Beautiful play. Went in the hole, short hopped, and from his knees, gunned it on to Siemens on the fielder's choice. And he retires Joe Rechichar. Jason takes 3rd. And Williams aboard. And that'll bring up Jimmy Ducar. Singled, scored, and was hit by a pitch. Caught stealing that second go-round. 2 down into the windup. Throw over. No. 1st and 3rd. Good move by Dice. He walked right in behind the pitcher to back him up in case that ball coming back to the mound got away. They're off and going. There's going to be a throw down, and no. Strong throw. Good swipe tag by Siemens, but not quite in time. I'll tell you, Francis gets rid of it in a hurry, so 2 runners aboard now. Stolen base right there by Brandon. Ducar with a base hit here. Could get a couple home. Okay, Jerry, what they congratulated, maybe symbolic, maybe a stolen base record. Well, wish we knew. And the pitch downstairs. Two down. A couple of runners at 3rd and 2nd by way of walk and a stolen base. Ground ball, going to be a tough play, and they're going to let it go. Good, smart heads-up play by the 3rd baseman Dice and the pitcher Shinsky to let it go. They had no chance at all. That was a base hit if it stays fair. As it trickles foul, the count on the board shows 1 ball and 1 strike. What a beautiful day for high school baseball right here on your South Union Township Sports Network. You're watching this game Monday night. Wednesday night we will have girls softball, LH in Uniontown, and it is the girls' senior night. So I think that's our schedule, right, Jer? And then next Sunday we will have a repeat for you. Ground ball right side. Knocked down, fielded, and at the bag making the play is Danny Cindric, 3 unassisted. And a couple stranded. We're through. 4.5. Bottom of the 5th coming up. 2-0 Brownsville. Bottom of the 5th inning. Check and see. We still got Jimmy Ducar out there. Should be J.W. Eddy, and it is. J.W. ripping on one towards short. Backing up on it nice. Chad Rice, strong throw. You bet got him. Nice play. Rice guns it across to Dukovic, or Zivkovic rather, and 1 down on 1 pitch. J.W. first ball hitting. This should be Billy Dice, number 22. Let's take a look. It is. Billy striding in. Grounded to 3rd, his first at bat time called. And I think we got some equipment, some bats. Yeah. Billy Dice. First ball swinging and strike 1. Infield shows Kramer, Chad Rice, Rechichar, and Zivkovic. Your battery is Ducar and Rechichar, and downstairs. I don't know if we've got any outfield changes, but it should be Petco Williams and Joe Rechichar. Wind up. Over top the breaking ball. Steve Strange down here with us, and nice job on the PA today with the senior night festivities. President with the boosters, and did a great job that way too. Ground ball towards short and into left field for a base hit. So Billy Dice, solid base hit. And I'll ring up. Well, let's check. Should be Lucas, and it is. Jeremy Lucas. I tell you, it's a nice ball club LH has put out here today. Some of the frontline regulars, of course, on senior night, on the sideline, watching the game and rooting their fellow mates on, swinging a miss, strike one. But I tell you, they've played very well here today. Siemens, Cindric, and Dice with base hits. See if LH can get something going right now. Upstairs and in. Count even at 1-1. We're in the fifth of a well-played, rapidly moving high school baseball game. 2-0 Brownsville. Look over and the pitch. Oh, he got him. So he hit batsman. So LH has something going right now. Bring up big Michael Hardison. Popped up to third his first at bat. Ron Popovich coaching at third. Bull Warwick down at first. Well, I bet many times Tommy looks out there and wishes he could send Bull in as a pinch hitter. I tell you, this guy has some power. He'll be playing County League ball again for Mill Run. I've seen more than one shot that he has taken out of this ballpark and up at Mill Run, where you can run forever when you hit him to left field, and he's hit some bombs out onto that playground area. Swing and a miss over top of it. Michael Hardison, senior. He's in left field today. He's made a couple of nice catches. The look and the pitch missed away. Dar is on deck. The look over and the pitch. Ground ball up towards second. Retchachar. And flips it on to Rice for the fielder's choice. And the force out at second. A return throw not nearly in time. So Hardison aboard on the fielder's choice. Score at 6-4. Rice on to Retchachar. And this might be, and is, number 28, Paul Shipley. So Shipley striding in. Big guy with some power. See if LH elects to run. They don't. Strike called. His mom here today, Ellen Rosenberger, on senior night. Pitch gets away, and the runners hold. Base hit right here could make it a 2-1 ball game. A gapper could possibly tie it. Base hit by Dice, and Lucas hit by a pitch. In the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike now. Key part of this ball game. Throw over is very, very close. Sivkovich gets the tag down. Wind really kicking up now. It's not a hitter's wind either. I think it's blowing in. And the pitch. Ground ball off the fist and headed toward the dugout. So the count evens up at 2-2. Top of the order should be next. That would be Mike Muscannon. And then Brian Siemens waiting in the hole. We're in the 5th inning. Just a beautifully played ball game here today. Brownsville got 2 in the first, and so far that has stood up. Throw over. Plenty of time to get back for Hardison. Boy, he comes up dusty. The look back. He's off and going. The throw down is no, not in time, and a run scores for LH on the double steal. Billy Dice comes around to score. And the tying run is down there now. So the count shows 2-2 up on the scoreboard. I think it's 3-2. So a steal on the double steal allows LH to get a run home. And strike 3 to end the inning. But LH gets a run on a base hit, no errors, 1 left. We go to the 6th inning, 2-1 Brownsville.
We interrupt this broadcast.
Right striding in, 2-1 ball game Brownsville. And LH getting a run on the double steal the last inning as Dice was able to get home as Hardison just got under the tag at second. Strong throw down there by Matt Rechachar, just not quite in time. Had a good jump. 2 balls, 1 strike the count now. As Rice, who doubled and scored and grounded to short, leads off here in the 6th. Upstairs, 2-1 ball game, well played. We have not seen an error yet, either of omission or commission. Mental errors, physical errors, nothing. It's been a well-played ball game. Sidearm chopped towards short. Gloving and throwing won't be in time. Base hit, infield single. Nice play by Muscannon. Just could not quite get it there in time. So an infield single puts a leadoff man aboard and brings up Kramer. Down on strikes and a base hit. Tough play for Muscannon, but what I liked on the charge, he got to it on the shortstop. He is a fine, fine infielder. A little bit out of position today, moving to short. But he is, oh, close, but back. I'd say ideally suited for second base. He's played a beautiful second base this year. Moving to short here today, and as we said, has done well. Swing and a miss. I'll tell you, Shinsky has spun up a beauty so far. Allowed 3 base hits in that first inning. Since then, he's just allowed 2 more, and one of those was that infield base hit just a few seconds ago. So Brownsville's not really tore the ball off the cover. Close again. I tell you, look at those averages. Williams at 519, Ducar 556, Rice 362, Kramer 511, Matt Rechachar 532. Swing and a miss. The throw down is close again. You've got Petko at 317, Zivkovic at 365, Heiberger 379, and Rechachar 275. That's Joe. This is a good ball club, and Shinsky's done a nice job to hold him to 2, and he's kept him in the ballpark because they've got some home run power. They've hit about 10 this year. The look over, see if he's going. He's not. Pitch inside. Exactly 10 team home runs this year in 15 games for Brownsville. To throw over. Again, it's close. Chad Rice, who started the game on the mound, is now at shortstop. And the pitch, side-armed him, and he rings him up. Strike 3 to Kramer. I tell you, on the night now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Ks for Shinsky. Brings up Matt Rechachar, takes it away. Inning got underway, infield single for Rice. Kramer down on strikes, and Rechachar is singled and fly to left. It's going to take a poke to get one out because that wind's coming straight in at you. Strike called, 1-1. And boy, I bet both umpires love the pace of this game. This is baseball played at its finest right here. Into the lineup, wind up, popped up. Going to be a tough play. Coming hard is Hardison and couldn't get there. Mike Muscannon all out also. Ball drifted foul. Jerry almost involved in that one as it got just down the line and above us. So the count on the board shows 0-2, but I believe it's 1-2. Rechachar, Shinsky, the battle. 2-1 Brownsville leads it here as we play in the 6th. Very close. I tell you what, like the way Billy Dice moves in to back up the pitcher on the return throw from first. That's just fundamental heads-up baseball. Shinsky's had some close throws over there. Sidearm, ground ball, up off the second baseman out into center field. And this one is knocked down here by Lucas, gets it in. Ball was smacked to the right of Siemens. Very tough play to make as that ball was spanked. On the play, Rice will take third. And it'll bring up Sam Petco. Let's see if Brownsville goes for the double steal. Rice down here at third. The look and the pitch. Oh, bases are going to be loaded. Petco hit by a pitch. So Brownsville has got them loaded up. Petco's at first. Rechachar down at second. And Chad Rice over at third. This brings up one of their big sticks. Zivkovic 0 for 2 on today. And the pitch missed downstairs, ball 1. An infield single, an error, and a hit batsman have loaded him up. 2-0. I tell you, this is one, I think, if I'm Scooter, I give him the green light. 2-0, and the pitch. Ground ball towards second, the throw on to first. Good play by Siemens. He looked up to short to Muscannon at second and realized, no, it's going to be too close there. World made the 360 and a smart play to get the second out. On the play, of course, Rice comes around to score. So give Zivkovic an RBI and make it 3-1. So they get the run back. It's an insurance run. Strike called as Eric Heiberger strides in. Grounded to third and flied to left. Excellent ball game here on senior night. Fastball, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. With 2 down here in the 6th. Into the windup. Breaking ball gets away. Good play by Francis. Runners are at second and third. The 1-2, and he got him. Big strikeout there, and 1 run comes across. We'll go now to the bottom of the 6th. Brownsville 3, LH 1.
A portion of Fayette County's future.
Lead it off. A couple of changes as Ducar has moved from the mound to short, and your third baseman, Jason Kramer, has come on to pitch. And number 2, Chad Rice, has moved to third. Top of the order, Muscannon takes it upstairs. 2-0 count on Mike, who has flied out twice here today. 2-1. Rice and Ducar have pitched well here today. There's one line down the right side, foul. Count at 2-2. Want to remind you that Wednesday night we'll have LH and Uniontown girls softball. And then more high school athletics next Sunday and Monday night right here on your South Union Township Sports Network. Into the windup. Downstairs. Count goes full, 3-2 on Muscannon. LH needs 3 to take the lead, and good cut and the foul. Mike Muscannon, Brian Siemens, Andy Shinsky, the 1-2-3 hitters. As we play here in the 6th. Ground ball, going to be a tough play. Charging, scooping, throwing, and got him. Good play by Dukar. As Jimmy got it on the short hop and gunned it on for the first out. Bring up Brian Siemens, who has singled and grounded to short. Nice play by Dukar. We've had a well-played game in the field by both ball clubs here. Ground ball in the hole and a base hit. So Siemens has 2 base hits on the day here on senior night. Brian with the big base hit. And bring up Shinsky, who was grounded out and popped up. Runner leads away. And a throw over, no. Ground ball, this could be 2. Up towards short, step on a bag there, Dukar, and he got him. Nice play, Dukar, right at the bag. Makes it look easy, guns it on to Zivkovic for the 6-3 double play. Pitcher's best friend with the help of the DP. No runs, no hits, no air, 1 hit rather, no errors, 1 left. Top of the 7th for LH. Shinsky still on the hill. Boy, he's spun up a beauty here. And where do we stand in the lineup? It'll be Jason Rechichar leading it off. Jason is grounded out and walked. Joe Rechichar to follow. And that third member of that Rechichar trio, Matt Rechichar, behind the plate. So there is a brother-cousin relationship in there. And the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. I'll tell you, Shinsky has really pitched well here today. Has 6 strikeouts. There's one lifted in the air, coming hard, and did he get to it? No. Ball skips away as Andy Dar makes. There's a throw back. The runner is down to throw back. No. Did he get him? No. Could have been 3 that time. Good try out in right field by Aaron Dar. Just could not quite get there. And rule that one a double. If he doesn't stumble rounding second, it's 3. That'll bring up number 31, Joe Rechichar. So looking for another insurance run. Good try by the right fielder that time. Aaron Dar coming hard. Just almost had it. Strike called. We're in the 7th. Brownsville leads at 3-1. They got 2 in the first. Couple of RBIs for Matt Rechichar. He picked one up on a ground out. Zivkovic, there's a little pop toward the mound, and Shinsky comes off to make the play. 1 down, top of the order now. Brownsville right now with 3, 4, 5, 6 base hits. Dukar with 1. Rice with a couple. 1 for Kramer, 1 for Rechichar. And down at the bottom here, Jason Rechichar has a double. The 0-1 pitch coming now as Williams, who has flied out, Grounded out twice. Pitches away. Six base hits allowed here. I think I might have said 7. Downstairs. Count evens at 1-1. Into the windup. Into the net. Count 1-2. Double to right by Jason Rechichar to open the inning. Joe Rechichar popped back to the mound for the first out, and now a 1-2 pitch coming here to Brandon Williams with Jimmy Ducar to follow. I want to wish Scooter Roebuck and Brownsville nothing but the best. And another hit batsman. So that puts runners at first and second. That's the third one. Well, that's a high total. He's issued 1 walk. And that will bring up Jimmy Ducar. Ground ball towards short, and the ball skips away. Ball was deflected at third, and then the throw coming to third. No. Run scores and heads up play as both the third baseman and shortstop converged on it. Couldn't quite get there. And heads up running by Williams as he comes all the way to third. So an RBI on the base hit. Or no, it wouldn't. RBI on the base hit by Ducar, and he takes second on the throw. Pitches away, ball 1. We're in the 7th. Pitches away to Chad Rice. Down here at third is Williams. Ducar at second. Swing and a miss by Rice, who has doubled. Infield single and a ground out. He has scored 2 times, so he's had a very productive day. And the pitch in the dirt gets away. You're going to be a play at the plate. Coming hard, and he's in. The ball skips away. Runner started down the line as Ducar thought about it, but wisely held up. So Williams scores on the wild pitch pass ball situation. And Brownsville now has picked up another couple of insurance runs here. Scoreboard shows 3-2, but I've got a 3-1 inning, 3-1 score coming in this inning, and 2 in this inning should make it 5-1. We'll double check. Here's one hit deep to right center field. Drifting over is Dar, and he makes the catch, and the run will score easily. So sacrifice fly. Good catch by Dar. So the sacrifice fly and an RBI for Rice as Ducar scores easily, and that will bring up Kramer. Nice catch in right field that time by number 9, Aaron Dar. I've got 3 in the inning. Scoreboard shows 4-2. I think it's 6-1. I'll check. Is that what you guys got? 6-1. Striding in now is Kramer, who has struck out twice and singled. Fastball up and in. They changed it up on a board to 5-2, but I still think it's 6-1. And the pitch downstairs. LH shows Dice at third, Miscannon over here at short, Siemens and Cindric, the right side of the diamond. Still think we got Hardison in left. Sure we do. Center we've got Lucas and Dar in right. And strike three swinging. And that will do it. But Brownsville picks up 3 more. We'll go now to LH's last shot. 6-1 in favor of Brownsville.
Located
3 outs to go, says third baseman Chad Rice, and LH will send up Danny Cindric, Frank Francis, and J.W. Eddy. Swing and a miss, strike one. Second pitch, strike two called. I tell you, Jerry, I think we're well under a 2-hour game, right? Fairly close to 2. I wish I'd have timed it. Swing and a foul. Game was scheduled to get underway at 3, and I think they were fairly close. What time do you have now, Jerry? Okay. I'll tell you, about an hour and a half then. This game was close to 3. Well played game. Beautiful pace. Ground ball. Big hop comes up. Dukar underhands it across, guns it over to Zivkovic, and Cindric retired for the first out. Good shot that time by Dukar across to Zivkovic. Nice solid infield, I tell you. Kramer, Rice, Dukar, Rechichar, Zivkovic. Good solid. And it'll bring up Francis now. And he has gone down on strikes and flied to center. Frank striding in as we play here in the 6th inning, or the 7th inning rather. There's one hit deep, right center field, but the wind grabs it a bit, and drifting over plenty of room and putting it away is Brandon Williams. Thought for a second that one had a shot when it left the bat, but ball sort of died, and Williams made it look easy. So 2 down and 1 out away from Brownsville's 15th win of the season. Have lost just once, and they will avenge that loss here today if they can get 1 more out, as J.W. Eddy walked and grounded to short. Represents the last hope here for LH in the last inning. 2-0. Well, I like the pace at which the Brownsville pitchers and Shinsky have worked here today. Jason Kramer into the windup. Over top of it, 2-1. Fastball got by Eddy. LH with 4 base hits on the night. That's been it. Strike called on a breaking ball. So we're down to 1 pitch. And here it is. And he got him looking to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. That'll do it. Final score, Brownsville wins it by the count of 6-1. I'm John Kazarek with Jerry Dupay. We'll be back with a very quick wrap. No error, Strand 7, LH with a run, 4 hits, 1 error. They lead 4. Time of the game, about an hour and 45 minutes. And I don't know who you credit the win to, but Chad Rice, Jimmy Dukar, and Jason Kramer all pitched well for Brownsville in a losing effort. A nice job done here by Shinsky on senior night. So that, my friends, is going to do it for our telecast today. Remind you that Wednesday we'll have LH in Uniontown. Girls softball action. That likewise is senior night. For Jerry Dupay, I'm John Kazarek, reminding you that South Union Township Sports Network coverage, as always, brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring township supervisors.